in the next 1 month, both India and China have an incentive to present a united front, because the pressure on Trump is going to increase manifold if it does. If we both, after the SEO summit, if India and China look closer than ever before, there is already bipartisan pressure on Trump, from Nikki Haley to John Bolton to everyone, from Republicans to Democrats. Everyone is telling Trump, bro, just for the credit on India, Pakistan, you need to go of a huge ally. Right? And that Trump's short-sightedness is pushing his own. Like, even in today's, the network interview, the news flashes that we saw, I think there was a very clear, the Washington statements are a lot more measured than Trump is. Because
also, what could be, speaking of pressure on Trump, what works, I think, in terms of pressure, if anything at all, is the stock market and actual economy numbers. And both of them have been in Trump's favor till now. It's just this last
no, I'm
week.
saying leave the domestic economy.
No, I'm saying what could pressure Trump into maybe, you know, taking a few steps back.
Domestic economy is going to get out of his hand by November, December, right?
When inflation, and when we really know whether, I mean, this is passed on to consumers or absorbed by American companies, which is what he and Mr. Vance has been saying will happen. So that's one. And we've already seen some signs of a, not a crack, but a, you know, cool off in the US equity market just the last 5-6 trading sessions. So that coupled with a more resurgent BRICS, along with, you know, Russia, let's not forget our meetings with Mr. Putin this week.
So if you are able to see, if China and Russia, and this is, I'm borrowing from historian Sarah Payne, even in this was a you know, comment made in the context of the 60s and 70s. If India and China were to be able to become, if China had not stabbed us in the back in the 60s, it could have been, the world order could have looked very different today, right? And that is possible to rebuild now. But again, for the most important ingredient for that is trust, like Shereen pointed out. And if we are able to do that, then you think about a bloc like this, Russia, China, India, right? Now, this is more than half of the world's population and like significant, and the products have to come from here, the inputs have to come here, the good manufacturing will come from here. The services will come from here, the energy will come from here.
May I just offer one counter? I know it sounds like a wonderful concept, resurgent BRICS, you know, all the BRICS coming together, you know, in face of what is called unilateral bullying by the US. But let's not forget, and we've discussed on the show earlier as well, I think you made a very valid point that this is a new diplomatic world order where everyone is talking to everyone. Nothing is permanent, neither your enemies nor your friends.
So yeah, I'm saying that's why I said it would take 1 month at a time.
Guys, no, it's 1 day at a time. Even 1 month is too long. I mean, you know, we just a couple of days ago we thought that the peace deal would be a done deal, but it's clearly not. You've seen massive strikes on Ukraine from Russia. So you know,
I have an interesting analogy
and premature deal making or celebrations about deal making are proving to be challenging at this point in time. But you know, we're completely out of time, guys. But we've also got now the countdown to the 50% coming in on the 27th of August, and it looks like that's what we're going to have to live with, at least for now. I mean, whether it's Peter Navarro or Scott Bessent making it very, very clear that those tariffs at this point in time stand. So you know, there are a lot of moving parts, and I think the name of the game is going to have to be agility, and we are also going to have to look at our positions of the past and try and see whether they stay relevant or stand relevant, and which is what I think we're doing with this reset as far as China is concerned. So, you know, but we'll have to see whether this, as I pointed out, is durable or not. Parikshit, one last word before we go?
Well, we've been speaking about rare earth magnets, and we had reported how China is lifting restrictions on high earth magnets, and the consignments have started off. We've just got information that Bajaj Auto has sent a notification to the exchanges saying that they have managed to overcome global magnet supply chain challenge. The Chetak deliveries are resuming. So this is an important sign because the constraints around rare earth magnets are improving. So this is a sign coming in from the industry, which is good. And just one more point. While we are integrated with the Chinese supply chain, you had a very important JV that was signed by the Sona Comstar Group with BYD, setting up a plant in China. And their chairman, their late chairman, had this vision that they need to double down on East, especially in China, for the next 10 years.
Yeah, so that's what we were talking about as well. But guys, we're not done yet, and I don't think we're going to be done anytime soon. But we will pick up on this conversation on the back of the many meetings that are taking place, and of course that big meeting coming up between Prime Minister Modi and Xi Jinping at the SCO summit at the end of the month. But for now, from all of us here on the Editor's Playbook, thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the show, send us your feedback and your comments. We always like to hear from you.